Good morning. Welcome to Integrative Wisdom, Garden of Quiet and Peace. Although I don't know if you can hear them, but the hummingbirds are, they're having a conference this morning. So here I am. It's Thursday. Today and tomorrow I'm going to finish my assignment of reading what I've written down from the Integrative Wisdom blog post. I'm sitting on a swing, so if you see things start to go like that, it's because I forgot that I should sit still. So this was from Tuesday, December 31st, the last day of 2019. It was called True Grit. As I sit down at this computer, my mind is pondering what in the world it should offer on this important last day of this year, and in fact, this decade. What is rolling around inside this head of mine that is important enough to bring forth to share with others? As I looked around for the myriad of notes I stash in no one particular place, I find one sheet of paper with only a few words on it. One word stands out: grit. Immediately, I knew this was a topic for this post. Grit. Many folks may remember the movie with John Wayne, True Grit. That's the first thing I usually think of when I hear this word. Funny though, I really didn't remember what the movie is about. So I Googled it. Do you remember? It's about a 14-year-old girl who wants to bring the man who killed her father to justice, and she engages John Wayne's character to help her. He, of course, doesn't want her to come along, but she will not stand down. She goes along, determined to achieve her goal. She displays true grit. Moving into this new year, I think about the past year. So many of us experienced deep challenges that required true grit to get through. And we were able to make it through the tough times. My question is, at what cost to our health, our well-being, our stamina, our spirit, our very soul? He leads me to consider another possibility, one I learned from a mentor, Mike J. He taught me CPR. Not the kind you are probably used to, though. This CPR stands for Creating Personal Resilience, and I think we should all learn this particular part of CPR. There's my thing, what I'm reading from, my thing. So that's what I wish for each of you today. I imagine each of you with enough knowledge and expertise to not only white-knuckle through life's slings and arrows, but to rise above and to soar with grace and confidence to face whatever this life challenges us with. Integrative wisdom says it's not enough to get through the pain and the suffering and the sorrow. We must somehow also come out of these moments able to shake off the dust and emerge not diminished by the experience, but rather enhanced by it all. Many of you may scoff at the idea of being able to create a practice that is able to accomplish this. I agree that it will not happen simply by wishing it so. I have learned by personal experience that it is only through dedicated effort one is able to move beyond habit and personality to arrive at the doorstep of conscious choice. We can choose our responses and we can honor our experiences without being permanently harmed. We, however, must create our unique personal plan to tap into the true grit, the resilience we deserve. Science has proven that our bodies and our minds work in tandem. Our bodies will react to our thoughts. To keep our bodies from taking on the effects of these true grit moments, we must be sure to release and let go of the energy that our emotions and thoughts create in our bodies. Be sure to debrief, to take time to shake it out or process without an emotional attachment. Take time to go into the quiet, to breathe, to let go of shoulds and judgments. Let your body know that no matter how things have turned out, you are okay and you did your best. I hope this will help you consider creating your CPR training so that you will be prepared for whatever 2020 brings. My wish is that you will not ever get stuck in the quicksand of life's yuck, but that you will be able to move through it with, yes, true grit, but also a resilience that offers to erase any negative effects from the encounter. A lofty goal, perhaps, but integrative wisdom believes it's possible. And your soul catalyst wishes it for you. Here's to 2020 and CPR for your soul. Well, okay. Pretty interesting what I wrote back on December 31st, 2019. And no, I did not have a precognition that 2020 was going to be hell on wheels. But I do know that probably not very many people got to read that blog post, and probably not very many people did figure out what their personal resilience plan would look like. Because I see us suffering. I see it still happening. So I guess as we go into the 7th month of our pandemic, as we go into such a crazy election year, that we hold to this idea of personal resilience, of coming from that place of deep integrity, of character, and moving forward through that, assisting in whatever ways we can with not only our well-being, our self-care, but all of those that come into our world. And that's it for today. Integrative Wisdom blog post week. That's what I should have entitled it. And one more tomorrow. Then we'll see what next week brings. All right, take care, everybody.